You know, in thinking about the energy policy here in the United States, the president had declared that if you're going to burn coal, your electricity costs are necessarily going to skyrocket. He is, I believe, unconstitutionally reconstructing cap and trade through executive order. There is no logic in blocking the Keystone XL pipeline. I've been up to Canada and met with people up there and gotten deep into the policy. They're producing a lot of oil out of the oil sands in northern Alberta. That oil is going to go somewhere. And we knew 2 or 3 years ago it was either going to go in a pipeline west to the Pacific Ocean and go across over to China, or it's going to come down into the United States. We need all energy all the time in this country, competing with other forms of energy so that when they compete with each other, they keep energy costs down. There's an energy cost component to every aspect of our economy, and the cheaper energy is, the more vibrant and stronger our economy is. But there is no rational argument against the Keystone XL pipeline, and the argument about it going across the sandhills in Nebraska. There are thousands of miles of pipelines that go across the sandhills in Nebraska. It's a lot safer to transport oil by pipeline than it is by truck or train or any other method of transport. And furthermore, if there should somehow be a leak, and we know about how rare those leaks are, because we have the Alaska pipeline that had a very minimal amount of failures, and that was 1970s or 1960s engineering. We have modern engineering now that makes it even safer. But if there happened to be a leak, I'd remind people, oil floats on water. It doesn't go down and pollute the underground aquifer. It sits on top where it can be skimmed off and recovered. So there's no environmental risk to speak of. It's not a measurable risk. We just have an irrational president on this energy issue, and he's torn between the unions that want to build the pipeline under imposed Davis-Bacon union scale versus the environmentalists. They want to starve the consumption of energy because they believe that CO2 in the atmosphere is a pollutant. Never mind that if we didn't have CO2 in the atmosphere, there would be no plant life, which means there wouldn't be oxygen for us to breathe, and we would starve to death or suffocate, one of the two, without CO2.